Every year we try to introduce something new to our itinerary, whether it's a local artist demonstrating a new skill or whether it's another segment of the population involved in turning. This year our focus has been turning with kids.
See that line right there?
Yeah.
That's where you have to cut to the bottom end.
Obviously with younger students, they are not experienced in the shop, and you really have to consider safety and a bunch of other concerns. And they have to get to know procedure in the shop and equipment. But after that, like our high school program, students can, given they're willing to put in the time and the money if there is a financial cost, they could build pretty much whatever they wanted. It's just another way of getting the younger kids involved in craft and also developing a social conscious. They know why we're here and why we're turning. So I think it's just a good target group. The woodworking community's attitude in this province is phenomenal. And I, as an organizer of this event, I've really come to rely on that. We'll have 15 or 16 middle school students show up. There will be an experienced turners, you know, standing with one or two at a time and showing them the way. The turners are a fun group to hang out with. They're a very social group. The carvers working in the hallway, same thing. And the thing I like about turning are there's so many different avenues you can go down, so many different pathways. Turning is intimidating for many students at first. We've probably, boy, in my career, we've had hundreds of students go through our turning program, and it again, is kind of the way they react in life to other situations. Some are fearless, and some you really have to convince them that the lathe is safe. You need to just be patient and gentle, and things will work out. Maybe a student will not make a living turning, but the psychological benefits and the personal sense of pride and accomplishment that you develop by being involved in craft is a very good thing.
I'm hopefully going to turn a bowl today. I think it's made out of maple. It's not that big in diameter. I think it's only about 5 inches, but it'll be a kind of an interesting bowl hopefully by the end. There isn't really an age limit to what age you can start turning, as long as you can hold the tool and know what's happening when you're using it. And I like turning bowls. It's one of my specialties, along with candle holders and teaching marbling. Marbling is an old way of art that used to be used way back in the 1800s. If you find an old book, the inside covers will be coated with a cool design on it, and that's what marbling basically is. It's putting paints on top of a thick water and dipping your piece into it so that it sticks on the outer edge.
I would say right now yet the turning and maybe woodworking in general still tends to be dominated by men or males, but that is changing. We have some excellent female turners, most notably here today, Deb McLeod.
Well, the very first time I ever tried, I've always wanted to wood turn. It always fascinated me, but I never had the opportunity to do it. And then one year for Christmas, my husband bought me a little lathe, but I still didn't know what to do with it. So it kind of sat there for a couple years. And then my stepfather one day said that he could turn. And I said, oh, really? So he came out and showed me what to do. And as soon as he showed me what to do, I was hooked. I think it's interesting that you can take a form. For one thing, it's kind of neat to go out and get a tree, especially if something that somebody's chopped down and they're just going to burn it. It's kind of like rescuing it and giving it another life. The reason for doing the thin turning is so that you can pierce it. I use a dentist drill, which is an actual dentist drill, same ones that you get your teeth drilled with. And it can only be so thick. It has to be less than 1/8 of an inch thick in order for that drill to pierce it. Otherwise, it's just too hard on the drill, and it won't do it. So it needs to be thin for that purpose, for the drilling, or it just burns out your drills. The more things you learn, you start to like think outside the box. So you start doing different things and changing what you do. When you look at a tree, you don't see a bowl, you don't see a vase, you don't see what it can be, and I think that's you know, the uniqueness about it. Going to Waldheim this weekend, to the Cancer Weekend, we have a lot of people. Last year I had a father and his son that came out. We taught both of them. Neither one of them had ever turned before. So that is a great place, a great opportunity for somebody to come that thinks they might like to try it. So if you can teach the children and they get that experience, because it's not an experience that you find easily. You have to look for it. It's just not a standard that's taught. So I think it's very important that to keep the craft going, you need to teach the children.
This looks like it's going really fast, and it is a wee bit fast.
If someone wanted to try, I would really encourage that. If they know of somebody that turns, most turners are more than willing to share what they know.
There's people here that have been turning since they were my age, and they're getting up into the 60s, 70s now, and they can teach you what they have learned over the years, and it's just kind of a fun learning experience.